This all started when I was 12. I'm 19 now. Me and my family were camping. We had only been there for a day and everything was fine. Then, me and my sisters decided we were going to go to the stream by ourselves. My father gave us a walkie-talkie so we could keep in contact while we were gone. Now, the place we were going to was surrounded by bush, and to get there, you had to go down a little path through it. We spent a while with our shoes off and splashing in the water when my sister said she could see someone standing amongst the trees. We all looked and saw a figure. It was black, but you could tell it was the shape of a man. You couldn't see the face. We stared for a few seconds and then he disappeared. We forgot about it and kept playing in the water. But I felt a little uneasy. A while later, we all looked back wanting to know if he was still there. And he was. Everything was silent. We stopped looking, and after about 20 minutes, we headed back to the campsite. My sister lingered behind me, and I was about 20 meters ahead of them, but we couldn't see each other. I heard a twig snap behind me and I turned to look, assuming they had caught up to me. Nope. I turned to see the tall, dark, black figure literally a foot behind me, so I started running. The whole time I could feel him close behind. I ran as fast as I could until I was out in the open campground. He was gone. My sisters came out not long after, and I told them what happened. I asked, but none of them had seen him behind me. They were too far behind. Throughout our camping trip, we didn't see him around as much, but occasionally we'd see him just standing there. Fast forward a couple of years, and we go back there again with my father's new girlfriend and our daughter Stella. I can't recall this trip as much, but I know for a fact that Stella saw him too. 3 years ago, I started seeing him at my house. Just anywhere and everywhere, really. One day, I was out in the backyard and I started to lean down to pat my cat when, in my vision, I saw him right behind me. I ignored him as he's never really done anything harmful, really. I looked solely at my cat as to block him out. As I do, I feel a hand grab my hair and tug. I immediately spun around, but there was nothing. I went back inside as I was a bit spooked. I now live with my boyfriend and can't say 100% if I've seen him again. I sometimes see shadows move behind me in the reflection of the TV, but when I look behind me, there's nothing. I did hear something recently. This is the most recent event I've had. My boyfriend's alarm went off for work, waking me up too. He switched it off but lay in bed a bit longer. I was awake then, facing my boyfriend's back, and eye closed as it was smooshed against the pillow. Suddenly, I kid you not, I hear someone whisper my name in my ear. It was so clear, and I could even feel cold breath on me. I sat up and said to my boyfriend, "Did you say my name?" He looked confused. He was just sitting there playing on his phone. No, he said it hadn't, which I believed, because it was a female's voice.